Looking forward to this conversation. Thanks so much for that, Marley. We're going to be looking at the world of AI-powered marketing now, and welcome in Christopher Greiner, is the CFO of Zeta Global. Thank you so much for your time and coming into the studio today and here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, which your company calls home.
Yes, exactly. June of 2021.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right, so just tell us a little bit about what Zeta Global does.
We help the largest enterprise brands in the world across all industry and verticals in the economy help retain, grow, and acquire their customers much more efficiently and effectively. And we do that by giving them access to one of the largest proprietary data clouds in the world, really only second to Meta, Google, and Amazon.
Okay, have you got any names that you can sort of give us as to sort of the businesses that you help?
You probably went to their coffee shop this morning, flew on an airline here recently. Yeah, it's the largest global brands that look to Zeta to help them be more effective.
Okay, fantastic. And I see that you've also been acquisitive recently, just this week, Marigold. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a really interesting business, and it's a space that we know very well. They are scaled in Publisher and the Publisher Cloud, in email and messaging, and in personalization and loyalty. And the businesses that we acquired, they were running more as like siloed. So we carved out a piece of their business. They had a small, medium business part of their portfolio and an enterprise set of customers that was right in our sweet spot. Got them, I think, at a really attractive valuation. It fulfills all of our key M&A principles that we talk to our investors about. So we're just super excited about the opportunity and the people that are coming with it, and the brands in particular.
Yeah, and not just here in the US, I believe. This also helps your sort of global reach across EMEA and also APAC. Tell us about that.
That's right. Only 4% of our revenue today is international.
Okay.
So vast majority is in the United States, whereas their business, about 40% is international. So it gives us immediate reach and scale into Europe, a new footprint in APAC, which we are not today. So an interesting global scale from that perspective, but the brands that they have on a global basis, the top 20 advertisers in the world, over 40 of the Fortune 500, hundreds of enterprise brands that we are every single day used to selling into that customer set.
Right.
So there's a lot of exciting synergies from that perspective as well.
Okay, so just give us, are you able to sort of explain some sort of use cases as to, you know, the services that you're providing to some of these enterprises?
Yeah, if you go to your favorite coffee shop maybe, and you walk in and you're
I see there's a theme here with me and my caffeine addiction.
Well,
but,
it may be a similar color as your sweater. Okay. Not to lead the witness too much.
That's right.
But they have a very powerful loyalty program where they can help that brand really understand and create not just an experience of who's using them every day to get their coffee, to make it a lifestyle brand. So drives personalization, loyalty, and a really connectiveness to their brand, and they do that across all verticals.
So companies can understand their customers better. Is that sort of how you?
And that's the secret sauce to what our AI software is doing every day for our global customer base. We have almost 600 scaled customers, 567 as of the end of last quarter.
Okay.
And it's with those customers that we're helping them across multiple different use cases. Retain existing customers, grow them, and acquire them. Marigold's business was only helping on that retention front. What we're seeing from brands, the largest CMOs in the world, is I don't want to have disparate technology systems and people who are focused on my existing customers and those focused on my new. So if you're an American Express cardholder, why is it that every single day you receive an advertisement as if you're not? We're creating that single view of a consumer for a brand so they can treat them in a much more personalized way.
What efficiencies and productivities have you seen as a result of these kinds of services?
It's interesting, and it's very much a state of the economy. The brands that we're working with today have never been more data-driven. So their focus on ROI and the next dollar of marketing spent is their most important metric. And when you work with Zeta, we can return 3, 5, sometimes even as high as 7x ROI for their dollar of invested marketing. But what's unique about that is we give them full access to be able to measure where their dollars are being deployed and full transparency on the ROI they're getting from marketing through Zeta and through competitors' Zeta. So it's a very transparent process that then drives them to spend more with us because of the better return on investment.
Okay, you've caught the attention of the analyst community. I mean, you got a shout out from the folks over at DA Davidson, I believe, just recently. I believe that they were talking about how they're pretty encouraged by what you're doing as far as a sort of misunderstood component of the narrative here, and has identified some upside. It's almost like a backhanded compliment.
Clark Wright is great. He's our analyst there, and he's super deep on the story. So I very much appreciate his perspective. Last quarter, by way of example, we grew 35% year over year. I think our 4-year compounded annual growth rate on revenue is 30%. So this is a business that has been growing. I think to Carl's point, if you look at other businesses that have been growing at that rate, and we've also been growing margins simultaneously over that period, there's still a valuation disconnect. And I think that's what Carl's point is there.
Okay,
Big opportunity for investors.
Right, yes. I mean, that seems to be what this analyst is getting at. Certainly some room for more upside as well. I'm just wondering, you've been acquisitive. That was certainly the development we've seen this week. Obviously, you're going to be watching to see how that all bears fruit. But what's next for you?
Organic's our focus, right? So we've been in existence 16, 17 years. We've done 16 or 17 different acquisitions. So chances are we'll do another in the future. They're tuck-in though. We don't believe in big transformative deals. What we publish to the street is a long-term model that says every single year we should be growing at least 20% organically. So our focus is how do we continue to get wallet share? Our brands spend over $100 billion in marketing a year. This year we'll do it, call it $1.6 billion in revenue. So we're just a little over 1% of their wallet. Why can't we have 5, 10, 15% of their wallet? That's what our focus on. And that becomes getting more and more access to what they're spending on advertising and marketing and making them more aware of what our platform can do to serve them.
Okay. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for dropping by.
Thank you for the opportunity. We're excited. We have a growing retail base of investors, so this is such a great opportunity.
Fantastic.
We appreciate it.
Come back and do it again next time you're here.
We'll do it.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. That is Christopher Greiner, who is the CFO of Zeta Global.